We're going to put that cup onto that cup.
So we're talking about, remember what the 3 kinds of rock were?
Yeah. Not quite.
Okay, you want me to remind you?
Yeah.
All right. What was the kind that was like out of a volcano?
I don't remember.
Igneous.
Igneous.
Right, and that means it melts, right?
Yeah.
And then sediment at the bottom of a river or a lake or an ocean, it's called sedimentary. Can you say that?
Sedimentary.
Excellent. And then the third kind is metamorphic.
Metamorphic.
And that means that it changes from one form to another. So we're going to do some examples of a couple of these things. So for metamorphic rock, we're starting with some, what are those, jelly beans?
Yeah.
Some jelly beans. I'm going to warm the jelly beans up in the microwave because metamorphosis happens when there's what? Temperature and pressure. Temperature and pressure. Say that aloud.
Temperature and pressure.
Yep.
It has to be a little bit warm before it can be made.
Yeah. And in the earth it can be pretty hot. It's not all the way to lava, it's not melted. But heat and pressure are the mechanisms for metamorphic rock. So we'll go microwave that. Be back in a second. Okay, I'm back. I warmed them up. Do you want to warmed up the jelly beans a little bit? I want to put this cup in there and smash down with all your might. Put your thumbs down in there and push really hard. Is it squashing a little bit? Getting kind of... I'll squash it a little bit. So now this is like conglomerate, or sometimes they call it pudding stone. See, we made one big mashed up mess. Let's see if it comes out. Oh. This is like the conglomerate, or yeah, I know, but we're not going to eat it. It's all sweet and sticky though, isn't it? And it's smashed together. And you can sometimes see rocks like that. And when you do, you know they are metamorphic, and you can tell because you'll see one kind of rock smashed into another kind, and it all forms one solid rock. It won't fall apart easy.
You can touch it, but you can't like eat it.
Yeah, we're not going to eat it right now. Okay, but so before rocks can form sediment and be little tiny particles at the bottom of the ocean or the bottom of the lake, they have to get smashed up. So do you remember anything, Mason, that will smash them up?
Rock.
So when the rocks hit each other, like when they're rolling down a river, that can make sand and little particles, and freezing and thawing, right? Okay, so we need to make our big rocks into little tiny rocks and dust particles, right? That's what sinks down to the bottom of the lake.
I want to add that really big, huge rock into these.
I think we're going to do it a little different. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set this over here, okay? And you can pick up this big rock and smash it without smashing. Very nice. Perfect. Look, now some of this is forming a little tiny, little dusty powder, right?
Yeah.
Little dust and powder. Now that could sink down to the bottom of an ocean or a lake and begin to form sedimentary rock, okay? All right. Okay.
You know, we can actually use all of it.
Want to do some... All right. Fantastic. And what's the last kind of rock?
Igneous rock.
And that's like what comes out of volcanoes, right?
Yeah.
Very cool. After that rock gets all smashed up into little pieces, and if it happens to be in a part of the earth, deep down in the earth where volcanoes form, and they have lava, it will melt and form igneous rock. So we're going to take this and dump it into here. Can you do that?
You know what? You might want to wear some too.
I've got my safety glasses on. Thank you very much. So let's put this in. Can you help me direct that in there so it doesn't miss? All right. Now this will smell much more like candy than lava does. But you can stir it. Okay, we'll look in here and turn it pretty high. Want to come over here? Stir it a little bit.
I don't feel thin.
I
don't feel
Not yet. It's going to get hotter, though. You smell the burner getting hot?
And I feel it now, too.
Okay, cool.
Maybe you should stir it now, too, because it's getting a little sticky.
Oh, perfect. Let it go. You can pull your spoon out now. You pull the spoon out.
Ugh.
It'll
It
get
might get too
sticky.
hot.
No, I don't think it'll get too hot yet.
It might get too hot for them.
The handle on the spoon you think will get hot? We can look here. I don't want anybody without safety glasses to come close. You can look in, Mason, if you want. Alright, they aren't melted yet. Starting to melt a little bit in this corner over here. When it melts, I will show everyone.
And then you might want to add that baking stuff.
Now we're just going to pour out the lava into a glass pan, actually. You can pour it right out onto... Okay, it's starting to boil.
Yeah, it is boiling because that's red.
Yeah, the pan is red. The burner's red hot. All right, we don't want to burn our lava. Now this really isn't lava, is it, guys? But it's the same sort of thing that happens to rocks. They get so hot that they melt, right?
It's stupid.
Rocks get so... Why do you call it stupid?
It looks stupid to eat.
To eat? Oh, well, it would be pretty sticky sweet.
Oh no, the burner's not getting any red.
I turned it down a little.
Now you're almost there. You
Yeah.
have to add the other rock. Did you add in the
That's
other
enough.
one?
That's enough rocks for right now.
Good. No, that smells bad. The stove smells bad. The pot smells good. Yeah. And the
Okay.
steam smells bad too.
Shh, guys. Thank you. So after that lava, deep down in the earth where there's all the force and pressure, becomes magma. Gets very hot.
And then it's called magma when it's inside.
Right. And when it comes out, we call it what?
Yeah.
What do we call it when it comes out?
We call it lava.
Lava.
I
All
know
right.
a lot about lava.
So lava is what kind of rock?
Igneous.
Igneous. Excellent.
I was about to say that.
I know. I'm sorry. I should have interrupted you. All right. So we have nice red hot red lava here. Shall we pour some out? Let's have our little volcanic eruption.
What if make it explode? Putting it on that cardboard? Yeah.
Yep. And it will harden like regular rock, like lava does.
That looks like a heart. Or